Hi, Sag. This is going to be your mid-January love and life message. It's good for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, Mercury placement of Sagittarius primarily, but it could resonate anywhere where you have Sag in your chart. Just keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. If this doesn't hit it for you, just try back again in a couple of days. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. This is a channel just for Libra and Sagittarius, so don't let that name fool you. If you have those placements in your chart, you came to the right place. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign, Sagittarius, and also if you have Libra in your chart. Link to my website for private tarot readings and also to check out human design analysis and reports. That's all down in the description below as well. All right, let's get into it. Interesting themes. So first oracle deck that I use to build the reading upon the themes that you're dealing with in the middle of the month are healing family issues and codependency. You're being asked to wait for something worth waiting for and heart-to-heart conversations. Finances and career are at the bottom of the deck. I also have free yourself and passion. Some of you are staying in a job or doing whatever it is you're doing. I think some of you are thinking like an earth sign, or someone may be thinking like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, where not that fire signs, air signs, and water signs don't think about finances and career. They do. I just heard like an earth influence. Financial issues are a factor in your life and your love life right now. I think that someone would like to free themselves and do something that they're more passionate about. I feel like that theme is at play. I think healing family issues and recognizing patterns of codependency that did come from family are something that you might be thinking about for yourself, or someone in your energy or aura could be thinking about. This may be something that you're discussing or that you need to discuss. Your love life can benefit if you recognize any family issues that need to be healed and worked through. Just recognizing them could help. Recognizing patterns of codependency, which is a sticky, icky little motivator. Codependency is directly related to our attachment style, what we place value on and why. Recognizing codependency in family or within yourself or someone else's family needs to be looked at. It will be thought about. Spirit is telling you to wait. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And I do get the sense that through the tarot that someone is waiting for a truth of some kind to be revealed, or a truth is known, but it's a question of whether or not they're going to speak to you about it or you're going to speak to them about it. There is something that you need to wait for. Honestly, discuss your feelings with one another. Definitely have the heart-to-heart conversations about why we need to wait to do X, Y, or Z, where we're enmeshed and entangled, how family plays into it, how money plays into it, what you need to free yourself from. Yeah. Also, messages of love, awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation, and warning, don't dismiss the red flags. Soulmate is at the bottom of the deck. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. Okay. Well, I think that what I'm seeing here is that someone, could be you, could be them, someone is undergoing some kind of a transformation. And it's not only happening in the way they play out the surface level details of their life, but it's impacting them in a deeper subconscious level, in a spiritual level. Someone is trying to look through the lens of the highest version of themselves, but they're seeing the lower expressions in themselves and in you or in others. This could be your awakening or their awakening. There is an awakening happening, and as it happens, someone is starting to see things that bother them. And these red flags are things that they don't want to dismiss, and red flags shouldn't be dismissed. Why do we ignore or dismiss red flags? Why do we ignore our gut instincts or our psychic intuition? Well, first of all, we do it because it's not in alignment with what we want. We want this to be perfect. We want it to be the right choice. And if everything in our brain and in our heart and in our body is telling us, slow down, back up, something's wrong, we're like, no, I don't want to hear that. Fuck off. I don't want to hear that. I want to love them unconditionally, and I want them to love me with no conditions either. And I don't want to see the red flags because that negates what I want. Someone is having an awakening to that. Someone is on to themselves. Someone knows they can't ignore red flags, and that the red flags should be highlighted in bright neon yellow and then talked about and worked through. And the more someone wakes up, the more they will see. And there's always red flags to see about ourselves and other people. And if we can get them all out on the table and understand them and understand ourselves and each other better, those things can dissipate for us and we behave in a more healthy way. I do think there's this theme of love and acceptance and respect and this idea of unconditional. I'm a Libra. I have a lot of Libra in my chart, so I'm constantly saying, well, on the one hand, I see this point of view, but on the other hand, it drives me crazy about myself and it drives other people crazy too. But I do feel the need to be kind of Libra-esque in the message I'm hearing about this card, which is, I think that someone in this scenario is sitting down and saying to themselves and maybe even to the other person, look, you can tell me, okay? You can tell me what you're afraid to tell me. You can show me the parts of yourself that you know aren't really great and that you're trying to work on. I love you for that. I respect you for that. I'm not going to just dismiss you the minute I see all the skeletons in your closet. There is something to that level of unconditional love. Like that, to say to another person, you don't have to be afraid that I'm going to cut and run the minute I see something about you. If I see you working on it, I'm going to stay here and love you and support you. And I think that someone's trying to decide if that's what they should do, or if this idea of unconditional love might be a problem for them. Because I have a saying about unconditional love. Unconditional love is not for grown-ups. Unconditional love is for babies and puppies. We have the right to place conditions on people. We have the right to place conditions on ourselves. You know, like I can unconditionally love a heroin addict, but I'm not going to be in a long-term relationship with them if they're still shooting up every day. You know, it's like one of those things. That's an extreme example, but I think that someone is starting to see things about another person or a situation and they're thinking, how much support can I really give them if they're not going to do anything about it? That's something that we're going to talk about and think about for the next couple of days, kiddies. That's what I'm seeing here. A person in your energy, their oracle themes are resistance and sovereignty. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. In particular, Libra or Aquarius. Of course, they don't have to be that sign. This may be a theme of their life in general right now. They may or may not be projecting this into the relationship. This person wants sovereignty. They will resist anything that does not give them sovereignty. This person, one of the first things I heard is that this person wants to be in a long-term serious relationship with you. If you're not married, a part of them wants to be married or wants to be with you, but another part of them resists it because sovereignty is a thing for this person. They're not going to let you swallow them whole. I'm also hearing something else about this person, if that doesn't resonate for you, that they project sovereignty onto you. And they may say to you, look, resistance is not futile. You must do what you have to do to maintain your sovereignty as well. I'm sovereign. You need to be sovereign too. This person may also be trying to free themselves and like have a level of independence and sovereignty. Maybe they want to work for themselves in some way, like be their own boss, but they keep being met with resistance. Like they're the trees and not the fist. Or they could be the fist and like something's growing anyways. I do think this person will hold back and slow down because they don't want it to threaten anything to threaten independence. Yeah. Your themes are gratitude and discernment. I heard something very distinct. I am very, very grateful to you and to all the wise masters in my life that have loved me and nurtured me and taken care of me. I have a lot of gratitude here, but I mean, you want to be your own person. I want to make my own decisions. I have a lot of discernment, and thank you for helping me with that. I can make my own choices. I can decide for myself. I know what's best for me. I'm definitely hearing that theme. Hang on, I need to clear my throat. Sorry, guys. That little pause represented 5 minutes of me clearing my throat. It should be apparent to most of you listening to me that I smoked for 26 years. I quit 2.5 years ago, and that still happens to me every morning. Don't smoke. Don't run with scissors either. Wear sunscreen. Anyways, I think we're better now. So, yeah. For some of you, this person is, for some of you, like they're trying to tell you, they may be trying to influence your decisions, and you may be trying to influence theirs as well, but you're like, I'm really grateful, and I am going to be discerning now. I am trying to be smart. And this person isn't sure what they really want with you or perhaps for themselves. Patience. Be patient. Patience is called for at this time. So the overall energy of the reading, or someone perhaps coming towards you, is the Ace of Swords. The way they're feeling is the Nine of Wands. They see you as the Star. You could have Aquarius in your chart. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Eight of Cups, and the final outcome is the Moon. High Priestess is here. Hermit is here. The Ace of Swords is here. What's down here? The Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Moon, Five of Swords, and King of Swords. Four of Pentacles holding back. Seven of Wands back off. I'm anxious. Wow. They want me to look at this. Okay. Strong and intelligent, masculine and feminine. I bet you both like to get the last word. Very good at solution and strategy. But there is a confusion between the two of you, and there is a holding back, and there is an anxiety, and there is someone feeling the need to protect themselves. They feel challenged in some way by ideas. That could be the masculine or the feminine. I do see here that the both of you know the truth, but someone is confused or second guessing what they know. Struggling to understand the other person's motivations. Resist the need to be right or get the last word with one another. Yeah, I feel like the feminine would like to stop being confused, and the masculine is kind of looking at her like, I don't know what you're so mad about. Or that could be in the reverse. And yet I think the masculine doesn't want to be challenged, or maybe the feminine doesn't want to be challenged. And it's just creating a lot of anxiety. There's a giant elephant in the room that everybody knows is there. And someone's afraid to like string up the elephant in the room with blinking neon Christmas lights. I can see it. And the Hermit and the High Priestess, you're both reserved. And knowing of something and struggling to communicate it to one another. Strong spiritual connection between the two of you. You're both loners and intuitive and wise in different ways. One of you may be much older than the other one. I'm also hearing role reversal between feminine and masculine energy and aspects. Like the feminine will embody a lot of masculine traits at times, and the masculine will embody a lot of feminine traits at times. Good. This role reversal helps you understand each other's points of view. This role reversal at times, and the flow of it, will really bring in that yin and yang balance. But someone knows a truth here, and they aren't sure what they should do with it or what to do next. I'm also sensing that for some of you, this is a family member. that disapproves of what you are doing, but they're biting their tongue. Take it as it resonates. I'm going to read this as the energy coming towards you, but this could be your energy as well towards the environment, and the roles could be reversed. So the Ace of Swords. Someone's wanting a breakthrough here. They know the truth. They want a breakthrough. They know the truth, but they're waiting for the other person to agree with it or see it or say it. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to show you something. Clarifying this is the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. A child could have delivered a truth. We could have a child as a go-between here. This person may have had one of their kids tell them something that was difficult for them to hear. If that Page of Swords is an activation within that person, they're waiting for something. They want to know more. They've heard something that makes them want to know more. But the more they know, the more anxious they get. They may feel as though they're being watched. They're watching you. They're anxious. It's all about timing. And I notice this came out for Libra as well, the Nine of Wands, I think, in this same position. Some of you may want to watch the Libra reading. Look at how the Nine of Wands is looking at the Ace of Swords like, ugh, I know this truth, but I don't want to know it. I know that I have to say something, but I don't want to say it. I don't like what's being said to me. This person wants a breakthrough, but they're afraid of what they're going to hear. They also don't know what action to take next. They feel guarded. Clarifying the Nine of Wands is the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Okay, somebody doesn't know what the fuck to do. They don't know what the hell to do. There may have been a bit of a runner-chaser dynamic going on here, and then a no every time about a conversation, about something. Because look how the Knight of Pentacles is like, I'm moving away from you. And the Knight of Swords is like, yeah, and I'm chasing you. And the Knight of Pentacles is like, yeah, I know, I'm slowing down to make sure you're still behind me. I do want you to chase me. You do know that, right? You do know that I want you to chase me. You do know that I'm moving slowly so that you can keep up with me. You do know that I'm afraid to move on. I'm hoping that you'll chase me. But then every time you do, I say no. Or the other person says no. That's a runner-chaser dynamic in some aspect of the relationship. Or maybe even within yourself, Sagittarius, where it's like, you may have blocked out some younger people here as well, an earth sign and an air sign. Or you had to block out these other folks. You're worried about this younger Page of Swords, though. That's possible. I'm also seeing here that someone just doesn't know if they should break free or if they should stick around and really work on perfecting the details. Also, someone wants to move really quickly towards something. They want to progress quickly, but they can't. Like, there's no way through it but to do it. Like, they have to move slowly. They have to look at the details. They're not sure what to do here. They're not sure what to do with the information that they have. Someone is now at an impasse and hanging in there. I'm also hearing that someone's realizing, like, I have to break free at this point from something. Like, there's no point in delaying it, but I don't know what to do. This could be some of you for career, by the way. Like, when's the right timing? Some of you have Virgo in your chart. You're hesitating. Let that Gemini and Aries kick in. Carpe diem, YOLO. No, I'm afraid. But you know it's time to do something. And you're waiting for something. Or someone's waiting for something. But you're being seen as the star. Some of you are literally coming into alignment with your soul's destiny and purpose at this time. That can change throughout our lives. But this is your soul asking you to come into alignment with it. And something could happen really quickly for you and bring in a lot of success. An air sign could be involved, or some of you have air in your chart. Some of you know what you have to do. You're just afraid to do it. You're afraid of what other people will think. You're afraid of the pace. It's like, when do I do this? But when you do it, it will bring in success. And you'll feel like the smart person in the room, and you'll be on top. Other people have like an air sign coming towards you, an Aquarius coming towards you, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming towards you. I also have Scorpio here and Leo. Some of you have a person that absolutely believes that like you are it for them. You fucking knocked their socks off and they want you. They could be the Queen of Swords or you could be the Queen of Swords, and it's like kaboom. They think you're the rising star, or they could be the rising star with you. Successful, popular, happy. Some people might not like seeing that about you. Or like some of you, Sagittarius, this Queen of Swords has been like a messenger in some of your readings. And some of you, even the masculines, have been embodying her, where the more you shine and like out of nowhere, like some of you have just made a great comeback. Oh, and you stood up for yourself. And you're like, I'm not going to mingle with you commoners. Are you kidding? No. Fuck that. I'm free, just like that. And other people are like, whoa, we see Sagittarian's truth, and now we're rethinking who we are because of it. Like you might be deeply impacting another person. Big time. Like triggering them, but like in a necessary way for the spiritual awakening. You're impactful right now to others in the environment. Your truth. Some of you just changed everything. You changed the game. You changed the rules. Other people, you may also like I hear a few cross watchers here. Reverse it, babe. I hear you. Reverse it. You're changing the rules. Someone's changing the rules here. They want to. But there's this silence, silently observing, holding back, wanting to do it your own way. Okay. Here's what you need to know, or your advice. The Eight of Cups. Someone is going to let something go and walk away or be emotionally avoidant. Clarifying this is Temperance. There you are. Strength. There's Leo. Oh my, look at that. And the Seven of Wands. Okay. So I'm hearing a couple things. Your advice may be, look, you have got to leave the past behind you. 8 cups are an awful lot of cups to walk away from. We know, I know, Spirit knows. And it's okay to not know where you're going next. But you do have to walk away because there's not enough cups to complete that pyramid. Your work here is done and you got to go. You are going to have to be calm. You are going to have to bite your tongue and have strength of character. And you're going to be challenged by the mob, but those aren't swords. Those are wands. Those are ideas. Other people, you may have to tell people, get off my lawn. Do not bother me. Someone is going to kind of cold shoulder it and but also let something go. I don't think they want to let it go, but they will. Someone will let something go. Communication could be better if this is a romantic partnership. Because there's a lot that's being unsaid. There's a lot that's being avoided. And someone may perhaps, you either need to defend yourself and say, fuck you people, or someone doesn't like you doing that. I'm hearing a battle of egos and wills, but either you need to do that or you need to know that other people just can't believe that you'll walk away, and they'll be huffy and be like, fine, I'm better than them anyways. Oh my God. King and Queen of Swords turn into the King and Queen of Cups. Be emotional, be kind to each other. But maybe that's all this person can do, or maybe that's all you can do is just hang in there and be strong. I just heard someone say, Carrie Lee, I have to walk away because if I open my mouth, that lion is going to eat somebody. And I'm tired of just challenging this person all the time. Like, I'm just going to stop with that. And I'm going to make them stop with that too. But here's the thing. It's leading to just all this confusion. Someone may not understand why you are the way you are right now, or who you are the way you are. Or if someone is challenging you, you're being told to have strength of character and be calm. Don't let anyone disturb your peace. Tell them to back off. It is going to make you moody and emotional. And it's going to make them moody and emotional too, because somebody does kind of want to fight it out. 5 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. It's like, okay, I have this information. I want to have this breakthrough. Well, what do I do? I'm not 100% satisfied. Someone's still mad. Someone still wants to work through something. Someone's not sure how to do something. One of you wants to fight more than the other one does. One of you doesn't want to be challenged. I think you're both on a hair trigger too. Like, when should I say what I need to say? Neither one of you want to say it, but you both know it. That's what I'm hearing here. So the person in your energy, they are the High Priestess. So they're coming out in the Piscean energy of the High Priestess. The Six of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay, they are hoping that you'll notice. They are hoping for some kind of a success. They are waiting for a success in your life or in their own life or between the two of you, and they're dying to know something. They are curious and listening for more. I wanted to know what they wanted to know about. And I got the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and Temperance. If this is an ex or a family member or someone in your environment, they're waiting to find out whether or not you're available for a relationship, whether or not you're in a new relationship, and where that relationship will go. If this is a person that's directly connected to you, they do see long-term growth potential with you, and they do want love and stability and family and happily ever after with you. They might be waiting to have the talk about like family stuff, codependency, marriage, all that. They have to wait. They're hoping you'll come to them, and they're watching, and it makes them nervous. It's like, do I or do I not have this breakthrough with Sagittarius? You're the Hermit. High Priestess and Hermit twice. Y'all are playing out a soul contract, which means that you can help each other learn and grow. You may have some things in your body, like if I were to look at your human design, that like you would complete some channels for each other physically, I bet. You're probably drawn to each other in some way that's somehow fulfilling. But you're the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. There's something about this that you don't want to do or discuss or deal with. You're moving really slowly. You're surveying your land. You're not in a hurry. Don't expect perfection out of yourself. I think you do not want to step outside of a comfort zone, but you do want progress. I also think that you feel as though you need to keep quite a few things to yourself and act upon your own behalf. I think there's things you don't want this person or the rest of the world knowing. And you know that luck is on your side if you just go with the flow. You know that there's a lot that's out of your control. You're in control of yourself. You know that. And you got to be strategic. You feel as though you need to be strategic. You may even feel as though you need to lie or hide something. Or that you have information. You may have information too that you keep into yourself. And like, you know that there's a lot with when the wheel comes out, it's like we are very aware of our own cycles. We are very aware of fate. We are very aware of our timing in the world and the timing of Earth and the solar system in general, which is to say there is a shit ton that's out of our control. This whole place is a violent, cold, miraculous thing that's always expanding. That's the universe. And your little part in it is to just go with the flow. And you're going to think about it. Withdrawn. There's a lot you're not saying to each other. You're moving towards Virgo energy here. You need to know that there is some kind of an elephant in the room between you and someone else, maybe multiple people. And that something does kind of want and need to be discussed so that the confusion will be cleared up. But I do think that one of you is just going to let it go for now, and that you may need to do that for now until you get in touch with what it is you really want. But I do think that someone wants healing and freedom and renewal with you and for you. And they're willing to fight to get to what they want. It's just about the timing for them. And how to do something productive with this Ace of Swords. There will be resistance. Sovereignty is a thing. Discernment is a thing. Gratitude is a thing. Apply all those things. That's your advice, Sag. And have the heart-to-heart conversations about timing and stuff like that. And this shit about family and codependency can't be ignored either. Also talk about the money. All right, Sag, that's love and life for mid-January. Hope it resonates and hope it helps. Link to the website for private readings is in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.